We discuss about game loops. What is game loop? How much important it is? How much important role it takes while implementing our games? All these things we will discuss today's video. Let's understand what is a game loops. Game loop is a sequence of actions from starting to end. End means the fulfillment of our game purpose. Okay, to understand very simply, let's take our real-time example, life loop. We birth, have studies, get job, get married, have kids, and we do something for kids, and finally we have death. The same sequence we give it to our kids. So knowingly, unknowingly, we always participate in this loop. The same kind of loops we have in games also. The player shows interest to play the game based on how interactively, how beautifully we created these game loops. We have different types of loops in games. One is core game loop, mid game loop, and meta game loop, social game loop, and marketing game loop. Based on our purpose, based on the game type, we take the best game loop which is fits in our game. And above all these things, very important thing is core game loop. This is the very basic one. Core game loop is actually tells the steps from starting to end. How the player starts the game, how the player participates within the game, how the player ends the game. So before we start thinking about core game loop, we have to understand what is the game motivation, because this core game loop implementation depends on game motivation. So once we understand our game motivation, we can implement a better core game loop. Let's take one example, Ludo family. What is the motivation of Ludo family? Ludo family motivation is very simple. We have to gather the people, whether they are in local, whether they are in outside. So we have to gather the people. We have to make sure complete the gameplay with fun and entertainment way. This is the Ludo family main motivation. To achieve this goal, we have to take the help of core game loop. So core game loop always tells the steps from starting to end. How we gathering the people together, how we able to create, how we are creating the game rooms. Is these steps are easy to understanding or not? So how the player share this game room details to his friends, how they are connecting, once they connect each other, how they are interactingly communicating while playing the game. So all these things we cover within the core game loop one. We have so many loops, and based on our game purpose we can choose one thing. This is what I just want to share with you. I hope you understand very well about game loops, and other game loops also we have. I will discuss more about this in coming days. And along with this, I just want to share about few things. One is Ludo family update, and another one is the upcoming project. Ludo family update is already published it in Android Play Store. It is already available with most of the features, and at present I mostly concentrating on this game loops. I just want to implement the best game loop within Ludo family, because it actually increases user engagement with Ludo family. So at present that work is going on. Ludo family HTML5 framework is almost done. I have corrected almost all issues. Few more things are there. It may take a little bit, it may take couple of days. I have not started Ludo family Apple version. Once the HTML5 is done, I will start Apple version also. Along with this, I just started one more game, Gameroost. It is already available. Just want to redesign it. Mostly it is a kind of snake and ladder. Most of the people thinks like that, but Gameroost is it is a kind of a different game when compared with snakes and ladder, because Gameroost has bricks. Each brick has a different qualities, different characteristics. So those things actually tells us lots of lessons. I will discuss more about it. I will explain more about it when the game is completed. at present the graphics work is going on. Once the graphics work is done, maybe once the game is done, once it is ready to publish, I will update more. I will share more about the Mokshapatam. In coming videos, I mostly discuss about in-game economies, how the economy how we implement the economy factors within the game. These are the things maybe I will discuss more in coming videos. Thank you for giving your time to me. Bye bye.